third yes. Come on.
A man wants to hear that because a man gets turned on when a woman's talking about sex, but women expect men to figure it out. Am I wrong?
But men are dumb sometimes. They don't know how to figure it out.
Okay, I told them.
Really? No, you're hitting the wrong spot. Oh, up and left.
Yes, up here, over there.
Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're gonna do space. You're gonna go to space 4. You're gonna start off, then jump to 2, then 1, then hit a 3 real quick. Jump back up to 4.
Guys are dumb. You have to tell them. You have to go move to the left a little bit.
They're dumb. Some of them know.
You know the G spot? That
My
ain't
ex was dumb, okay? There. But some guys are.
Just had a bad experience.
And then please listen
Well,
to
every
us.
woman's body is different.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of them are stimulated in all different areas.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why
Some of them have
We'll
different
tell you.
spots. Some of them, some of them just even like it when they start kissing their neck. It gets a little tingle.
There
It
you
gets
go.
started.
that's it.
Some of them.
Do you like leaving hickeys on a guy's neck? Is that
No.
No.
I don't like
Thank
hater
God.
marks.
Thank
They're
God.
hater marks.
Hater marks.
Girls will put them on a guy's neck so that other girls don't get with them.
Thank you.
That's what they're hating.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna say anything else about that.
And it looks horrible. Don't
For me, I feel.
Hickeys are horrible.
For me, I feel like. You know when a dog walks and he pisses on a hydrant
yes.
to mark his territory?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. No, that's
Yeah.
that's exactly how I. And I've had some women they think it's but I just want to give you a little squish. You're not
They're
fucking,
hating.
You're not sucking on my fucking
There's
neck.
there's some guys and girls now that actually get their lips tattooed.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Oh my
I've seen that.
That's
And sometimes it's literally from their partner.
Yeah. And then and listen, that's if you're with somebody long enough.
No.
Like I have the names of 2 women on my arm, and they've been the biggest influences on my life. And that's what people say. Well, they say, well, what is this one for? This one, she's the mother of my kid, and this one here, I've been with for 8 years. I'm actually gonna marry her. And so, I mean, if she asked me to, I wouldn't do it per se personally because I don't like. It's I just wouldn't do it.
It's ugly.
Yeah, but I can see a guy. I can see a guy who's like madly in love, and the youngsters. You'll never see an older guy with that shit.
My best friend got it of her girlfriend of 3 months, and they broke up a month later.
That's just
and
idiot.
it's a horrible tattoo. And she has
Right.
bright hair. Mona has it.
Yeah, that's just idiot. So I mean,
For me, that's wrong on 2 pretty much basic levels. It doesn't feel good to the person giving it or receiving it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does not. It hurts.
And ultimately, if you really want to be sucking, you shouldn't be doing it there, in my opinion.
Yeah, for real.
You have the whole body to work with, and you
There
want to
you
do it
go.
up here. Like, no, it doesn't look
number
pretty.
4. Number 4. Go to number 4.
Number 2. Please listen to us.
That's a big one, because you guys don't listen. Ever.
We listen. We just don't
No.
respond.
One ear out the other.
Yeah. And then
There you
number
go.
1?
Suckers for romance.
You're suckers for romance. I get that. I see that.
Big time.
So there we go. And to the audience, listeners, all the information that you just got came from Cosmopolitan.
I wanted to run through first dates and the effort we go to trying to provide the first impression. That was a running theme of tonight's discussion. I kind of wanted it to go under. The things we do to try to make the best impression is not necessarily reflective of the person they're actually getting involved with. So as a woman, what are the little things that you do just so you feel secure on a first date?
You're asking the person who's never actually
Went on a date.
went on a first date.
But you've been dating, you said.
But
No, she's been partying.
And like
Party's different.
I had another boyfriend after my long-term relationship, but that one didn't ask me out on a date. We just he just said, "You want to be my girlfriend?" Okay.
So how many men have you been intimate with?
When I was partying, or
Period.
You can say no comment. That's fine.
No comment? Okay. You pretty much can count on your one hand how many dates you've been on?
Pretty much.
Really?
Sad, I know, right?
So this weekend, if I asked you out on a date, what would be the things that you would do as preparation?
Shower.
You're not going to wait until the weekend for that.
That's funny.
What I do simple things like I'm gonna feel a little more confident if I'm wearing something I've never worn before. So
Really?
I will go and purchase an outfit
Yeah.
for that day.
Well, yeah, of course.
Kango.
A nice fresh outfit.
He likes that
Right.
jumpsuit look.
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
With the chain.
The leather
Yeah,
pants.
with the chain.
Thick
Tiny
chain.
leather pants.
And the one leg, pant leg.
Oh yeah, the one
Up on
leg
the
rolled
kneecap.
up. I remember that shit.
I'm gonna roll over the bottom of the cuff and then fold it up, and then the other pant leg lifted up over the kneecap. It'll be like like a 3-generation gap in between one.
Yeah, there you go.
Something like I'm gonna put an air freshener in the car.
Well, yeah, you don't want it smelling.
My point is I mean, I'll get my car washed
Of
just for
course.
that date. If it looks clean, so what? I want to go to the extra mile of I'm responsive to how things smell, and so I want that appeal to hit the woman too. When she gets in there, okay, it looks nice. As long as there's nothing to criticize, that's most men's criteria. If that. They might not even keep their room clean, but I don't want to be criticized in that sense.
He offered you a Mountain Dew. I've known him for 2 fucking years. He's never offered me a Mountain Dew. That's all. I just want to throw that out there. So,
But
That whole experience is so nerve-wracking, though.
it is. But it's exciting.
But it's so
Like, for you, what would be like the
getting dressed and like those girls who wear high heels and all that. That's not me. I don't wear high heels. I don't wear dresses. I don't wear skirts. This girl does. I don't. I don't dress.
like, would you
that.
be up for like miniature golf, or would you rather see
That
a
would-
movie?
That would
or,
be like me, cause I'm not that type of girl who dresses like that.
Well, no, but like you said, you've never been on a date before, and again, I know I'm putting you on the spot, and
I know
So-
things.
so
I'm
like.
turning red.
So like for you, like what would be like a good like a
Something
like,
fun to where it's not nerve-wracking, to where it's not like an interview at a job or something.
But
Like
that's
playing
essentially
pool?
that's what it
Playing
is.
pool?
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
but
you could do
but
the
you
same
hear
thing in a
the
fun
term
environment.
movie and a dinner, right? That's
Yeah.
but
right in the middle of the movie. So
that's
what's your sign?
During the
but that's the
previews and
worst.
stuff, you could
That's the
talk.
worst first date. For a guy, it's
Yeah,
the
go to a
easiest.
dark place for the first date.
Well, no,
Oh,
no.
the guys put on the moves.
My point is, you want to talk to the person, have a decent conversation. If you can't socialize with this person, how is it going to go any further?
Yeah.
You know, what's concerning me is
I would go to Dave and Buster's.
There you go with your kid play.
video games
I
sounds
would go to
fun.
Dave and Buster's. It's a restaurant too.
Right.
It's a
But
bar
what's
too.
right? That's the point I'm trying to make. For me, I'm sober. Alcohol. Once you introduce alcohol into the situation, red flags go up for me.
But
now
you don't gotta drink there. You could have.
I don't.
soda.
However, most people going out, getting to know somebody, alcohol comes in and it loosens them up. They're more comfortable being themselves. And a lot of guys are thinking, I want to get laid tonight.
Right.
That's
Alcohol is usually how I get into that situation. So you get laid, and then the person wants to keep that going because I've shared something very intimate with you, and I don't want to feel like you just use me for sex. So you're kind of committed to follow through, even though you barely know this fucking person, but you feel like, I don't want to be a piece of me. Where's my phone call? You know? And if he's not going to call me, I'm going to send him a text just to play it easy, just to get some kind of interaction.
Why don't you call me, motherfucker?
Like,
And so the
Smiley face.
Then the interaction gets involved, and then you fucking 6 months later, you're like, I fucking hate this person.
Right.
But I put out to them, and then there's alcohol and shit like that. So for me, I want to take you out and offer you a drink, just because that's part of the routine as a man.
Right.
Provide. Let's, for instance, say we're going bowling. You know, you want to offer whatever. Are you hungry? You want a snack? Or
Just
whatever.
don't pick the glow in the dark night and bowling.
Go in the dark.
You mean Batman, The Dark Knight? I don't get it. So
Because bowling sometimes.
you're into role playing. So when you introduce alcohol,
She wants to be Calvin.
so when you introduce alcohol, I'm thinking, or I want her to have a drink. If it's soda or a beer, cool, I'll cover it. But then you say, oh, well, I'll take a beer. What are you gonna have? Or you say, well, what are you gonna have? And I say, well, I'm gonna get a soda. Okay, well, I kind of want to have a beer. Okay, go ahead and have a beer. Well, why don't you want to have a beer? Well, I'm sober. Well, all of a sudden, the woman doesn't want to have a drink because she doesn't want to look like she's an alcoholic. Because all of a sudden, if one person has a drink in there, it's going to ruin them because they're an alcoholic.
You don't want to drink? Fuck it, buy me more. 2 for me.
Right.
I'll take his too. Fuck it. I've had it happen.
Bring it on.
I've had it happen. I've been to bars in sobriety. I was in bars and no, really. The chick, honest to God, the chick came up to me and she's like, she says, well, what are you drinking? I says, I'm just drinking a Coke, you know. And then she ordered some fucking Red Bull and vodka or something. I don't know. She called it something like. I don't know what it was, but anyway, I said, oh, I've never heard of that before. I go, I'm Marin. I looked at her and waited for. She goes, what, are you waiting for my fucking name? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, I'm not gonna give it to you. She gave me that look like, well, I'm not gonna give it to you. So I sat there talking with her, dude, for like 45 minutes, dude, maybe an hour, dude. By that time, she had like fucking 6 of those fucking shots, man. She says, you're lucky. And I says, why is that? She goes, I'm looking to get laid. I go, okay. Fucking took her home, dude. Took her home that night. The next morning I woke up, she was fucking gone. And it's like, you know. And here I was. And I was sober, in sobriety. And this was happening.
It's a good thing you didn't get her name.
So, yeah. No, and so that, you know, my point is, whether you're drinking or whether you're sober or not, there's a fine line to walk. You know, like these days, I can walk into a bar.
For me, it's an insecurity thing because I'm dating and I'm sober, so I've got a whole new perspective.
Right.
So I'm nervous on a couple of levels. The challenge, which is cool to me, is I got to get to know somebody on a real level. Alcohol isn't a factor, so the potential of it working out, so I get laid, is maybe diminishing. Which, as any guy is going to be, if sex happens at the end of the night, awesome. The guy is cool with it.
I'm not ready yet. Why do you have your clothes off?
So if it doesn't, I'm sober and I'm thinking clearer. So sex really isn't the ultimate priority. So let me get to know this person. You might find out I'm not into this person and they're not into me. Right. Thank God we're sober and we're both leaving separately.
Right.
You know,
get each other's numbers and still be on equal playing ground the next day or 2 days
without the shame or regret.
Yeah, exactly. That call of shame. Hey, did we fuck the other night?
What happened?
Yeah, because I think you took my box of condoms with you. You know, I need those back. I need those back. I know you took them. I know you took them because you're the only bitch in the house that night. So where are we leading to now?
Is the theory that women, within the first 5 seconds of knowing a guy, knows if she's going to sleep with him or not?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
I don't know.
I heard like in the first 5 seconds, they know whether they're going to fuck the guy or not. It's like, that's a long time. 1, 2, 3,
4,
yeah,
5.
I know. In the first second, the guy already knows he wants to get laid.
Pretty much.
Right. So women are... Because you can't get to know somebody in that amount of time, really. Potentially, you can't really get to know them. So women are just as much physically or visually stimulated as men are. So on a first date, a guy is thinking, I have to exhibit the fact that I could be a good provider, I'm independent, I'm secure, you know, I'm financially stable, but a woman really doesn't have that much. As long as she's presentable.
Well, like how guys, okay, what do they first go for when they walk into a bar or anything? They go for that girl who's blonde, who's really thin, and they don't even look at her face, because most of them have the most ugliest face, but they go for that really thin blonde girl. Why is that?
Because men are visually stimulated. Okay
then. And so are females, but
I'm just saying on that.
Do you wait till 2 o'clock when the herd has been thinned? Because I've done that. Where they go last call and I go, okay, I start scanning the room. Okay, yes, yeah, no, okay, that's the one.
Well, the argument to that is ugly early.
Right.
The term for ugly early is you go in there and you get the one that you know is going to put out because she's going to feel special. Well, she isn't that attractive.
Well, you know what?
And you get out early. While everyone else is waiting to the end of the night going, okay, there's no one around to take home.
Right.
Fucking, I'm going to go home and jerk off tonight.
Doing the fucking parking lot.
Is that what guys do? They go in there and look for girls to take home?
It's a term.
Not every guy.
You guys are horrible.
If we were to sit here and say that hasn't been our agenda every time,
douchebags.
I mean, that's, you know,
that's my agenda. Honestly, I've never had sex by meeting somebody in a bar. That's not how I operate. For me, it's like I'm there and I'm drinking,
Right.
If I get to know somebody, the potential of disaster happening is increased exponentially.
And I can't tell you how many times I've went to the bar and woken up